stop worrying so much about getting old and just start getting on. Hi, I'm Dr. Knight, founder of Getting On. I'm currently a specialty registrar in geriatric medicine and general internal medicine working in London. I work with patients of all ages, from 100-year-olds who are still running marathons to 30-year-olds who already feel like life is slowing them down, which I can sometimes appreciate. It's my mission to try and encourage us all to embrace aging, stop worrying so much about getting old and just start getting on. As a nation, or even globally, we are obsessed with anti-aging. From the age of 16, it feels as though all the information that is getting thrown at us is about how to not get old. I remember when I was a child, I had friends already using anti-wrinkle cream, even though they didn't even have a slither of a wrinkle about them. Whenever I'm searching for resources online for my older patients, everything is either how to stop yourself looking or feeling a day older than 20, or on the other end of the spectrum, something that's quite patronising and maybe aimed towards our older, frailer population. I think it's quite a toxic mindset. It's not a nice place to be in when you feel like you can't get information that resonates with you. So I'm hoping that this channel can help create some resources targeted especially at you. Having said that, we are all living longer lives, so it is an important topic, and ageing is something that we need to acknowledge and be aware of. So currently, the average life expectancy in the UK is about 82.06 years, so that's 83 years for women and 79 for men. And also, to add to that, in the UK, our retirement age is set to go up in 2026 to 67 years. So we're all going to be working longer as well. So it is important that we learn how to age well and that we learn how to look after our bodies and our mind to take us into our older years. I think that ageing is a huge privilege and it's not something that everyone gets the chance to do. So I think it is actually an honour when people ask you how old you are, to be able to say how many years you've been alive for. I think that's great. It actually makes me really sad when I talk to patients and I ask them how old they are and they say, oh, I'm too old. And it makes me think, well, what is too old? What do you mean by that? What age is too old? And what makes us too old? Our bodies are incredible. They've carried us this far. We need to make sure that they can carry us through to however many beautiful years we get to live. And it's about treating them and treating the aging process with the respect that it deserves. So how do we go about aging better and getting on? Well, I think that there are 5 pillars to getting on. So number 1 is eat better. There's lots of food noise out there, lots of different information and different fads each year about what is good for you. So I'll be looking at some evidence-based research, just telling us what we should actually be putting into our aging bodies. Number 2, move often. It's a bit of a boring one. Exercising more, we all know we need to do it. So maybe looking into the different specific exercises which might benefit our bodies. Number 3, know more. So I think it's really important to just engage with learning about your body. Maybe you've been given diagnoses already, or you've been started on some medications by your doctors or healthcare professionals. And I think learning more about that process, learning more about the aging process and our own bodies is really empowering and something that I hope that this channel can help you engage with. Number 4 is maintain your mind. So I think we all know now that looking after our mind is just as important as looking after our bodies. So I'm hoping that we can look into some specific techniques that we can use in order to help age our minds just as well as our bodies. And then number 5 is plan ahead. So I find that there are quite a few taboo topics when it comes to some certain conversations around aging, and I think we should try and cut through all that and just try and get to the nitty-gritty, be open and honest, and start conversations about some of those topics that might be a little bit harder to bring up. I started this because I personally could never find just honest, clear, non-patronising information, and I feel like there's a real gap in education for people getting older, and I just wanted us to start the conversation about how we age well and open up topics that aren't previously very well covered on the internet. So welcome on this journey of stopping worrying about getting older and just starting getting on. There's so much to live for and so many things that we can do to help transition from our younger bodies into our older bodies. And like I said before, I think there are the 5 pillars of getting on that we can focus on, loads of interesting information that we can hopefully learn together. So welcome on this journey.